Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the After Party Hangover. I am your host, Mangria Fueled, and this is a show that talks about a show that talks about a show. Today's guest is me. Yeah, I guess this is the Diary of a Madman edition of the After Party Hangover. Sometimes it works out like this, where there's scheduling conflicts and backed into a corner. It's fine. I mean, there's 10 people gonna watch this anyway. It's no big deal. It's okay. Uh, but it's gonna be funny to test Jake's theory on how someone doing a solo episode would be the worst thing of all time. Of course, the only thing close to this is when we got Zanka hosting it, but I think his girlfriend chipped in some as well. I'm gonna do my best. It's been one of those weeks. Uh, well, first of all, let me explain why there was no tripod this week. So, right before, well, right after I got out of work, I started feeling terrible, like health wise. I was feeling bad, and I took a little nap. And when I woke up, I had 100.7 temperature and severe chills. I was like, oh man, I got COVID again. I was like, this is the worst timing ever. I got court on Tuesday. This is not good. And I was feeling god awful, man. I was just like completely out of it. On top of that, I was struggling to upload the Royal Crumble to YouTube, which that I mean, I've said it before, I'll say it again. If there is a camera crew following me in the making of these APPW pay-per-views, it might be a little entertaining to somebody, but it's always a trip how things come together. Uh, I'm doing okay. The next morning, I took my temperature. It was normal. I felt normal. I'm not sure what happened. I don't know what it was, but I'm alive and everything's fine. Went to court. Everything's fine. Everything's all good. And just unfortunate scheduling issues with my guest. I was trying to get Mr. Tryon to be my guest this week for the Hangover. It's fine. Like I said, it's just for us people. Uh, so you know what? We're gonna talk about SRAP episode 159, Bean Baggin, which of course was my answer to what Guy's scissoring is named. Um, First, Jake has deleted the entire backlog history of the Still Real After Party podcast for space. I'm guessing space for more porn or Funko unboxing videos. I still, if you would have told me this when I was growing up, in the future, the most popular videos are going to be people opening boxes that contain stuff that's going to make them happy, but not you happy. They're going to be the biggest thing since sliced bread. I mean, I would have said you're fucking crazy because unboxing shit, I'm flabbergasted. I mean, what if I unbox Mangria? I made videos of me unboxing Mangria and be like, oh, look what I got. It's Mangria. Oh shit. Oh, look at it. It's a special empty bottle edition. Oh shit, y'all. Would I get like 100 views? Oh fuck. This might get 5 views. I don't know. Uh the guy's mixing the Instagram questions into the episode now. I hope that's the format going forward. I like it. I appreciate it. And besides, Zenka's always distracted anyway. So while Jake is waxing about Simon Dean, Zenka can hop towards the Instagram questions and just go in a different direction. So I appreciate it. I like that format. It's entertaining. I like it a lot. Because the questions get more time and stuff. They wax about the trial of Sami Zayn. As soon as it was over, I went in the chat and I said, "This is excellent television. I loved it. Good. Yeah, like Zenka said, I'm glad it went long. It should have been longer. Like that segment was awesome. Of course, unfortunately, we know now what has happened as a result of the Royal Rumble. But as of last Monday, when they were discussing the trial of Sami Zayn, everything was great. Yeah, if you weren't entertained by that and you complained about it, you can go fuck yourself. Next, they cover my Hangover Instagram question. They nominated G Keep 01 to do a Hangover. G Keep 01 was on episode 20 of the After Party Hangover, all the way in the year 2020, December to be exact. I messaged him and he is interested. So maybe in the future, I don't know. But like I said, scheduling conflicts, we'll see. That's the news update there. Zanka loves the survivor type shows, surviving in the wild. Jake thinks he would be able to be on Survivor if they're on the beach. I think Jake would tap out on the plane ride over to the beach. By the way, it's Survivor. This isn't a pie eating contest. This isn't an unboxing video. This is Survivor. They'd probably have you keister a coconut and do a 10-yard dash across hot coals or something. Get the fuck out of here, Jake. But I digress. Zanka said with his luck, if he was on Survivor Beach, God would shoot a volcano up his ass. They talk about the relevance of Jimmy Hart and the character of Tony Atlas. That is an interesting thing they brought up about Jimmy, the mouth of the South, this fucking megaphone is, oh, Hulk Hogan, he's the best. It sounds like Mickey Mouse. My personal, I guess he was just a hype man. He would jump up and down and shout, yeah, baby, this is Hulk Hogan, baby. You know what I'm saying? He's immortal, huh? Hey, Minnie. I remember back in the day, like a long time ago, uh, we had I had my own place and I had like all the pay-per-view channels, and they did like a bikini wrestling. No. You know what? No, it was I rented a fucking video. Yeah, it was a video, I think. I rented from Hollywood Video. It was like wild bikini wrestling featuring Jimmy Hart, Mouth of the South. And me and my buddies, we would rent a handful of shitty movies and we picked that one up. And I put it on. And what it was chicks wrestling in bikinis, all oiled up and shit in the ring. And there was a crowd around going, yeah, all paid extras. And every now and then there would be a box in the corner, like right here, there'd be a box. And Jimmy Hart, it was him obviously in the backstage just setting with a curtain in the background, just him going, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen, baby. Yeah, number one. This is, oh my goodness. I can't believe it. Like it would be him in the corner doing that like every 4 or 5 minutes. He was nowhere to be found in that setting. It was just him in a fucking box. So I think that's about as much you need to know about Jimmy, Mouth of the South. He'll do anything for a fucking nickel, which is fine. I mean, go pay your bills, but it was just funny that he's just using his I guess star power. He got star power. Anyway, Tony Atlas, dude is funny on Legends House. I don't really know much about him. I haven't met him. I guess he don't come to the West Coast. He for real would never come around here because this is Eddie Guerrero territory. Big ups. Thanks to JH, they take a trip down memory lane about their first CDs they've ever bought. Zanka's answer was TLC. The first CD I ever bought was the Space Jam soundtrack. Very big into soundtracks because I love watching movies. And of course, looking up to my brother. He was Segay, and when you're a younger brother, you look up to your older brother. So whatever he was doing besides sucking cock, I was into like music. I love music, and he loved getting movie soundtracks. So I was getting movie soundtracks. Of the gayest CD I think I ever bought, that might have been the En Vogue. You remember En Vogue? Never gonna get it, never gonna get it. Like that song would play on the radio in heavy rotation, and I fucking bought that CD just for that song. But I mean, Space Jam soundtrack, the first cassette I ever bought was the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie soundtrack. My God, tripped on memory lane. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I vaguely Green Day. I know I bought Green Day's Dookie album. All good shit. These guys are massive Prison Dom fans. Yeah, this is just Prison Dom is the best thing that ever happened to him. I bet you Ray is happy as shit. Or I bet you Ray is laughing backstage when he sees Prison Dom go out there saying this shit. Dom, he's getting more comfortable now. Uh is when he nails this character and he can do it flawlessly, then he can start focusing on his in-ring work because his in-ring work is it's okay. It's decent at best. See what I did? But the character, I mean, it just keeps getting better and better. And I guess the best is yet to come because Rhea won the Rumble, and you know, they gotta be fuck. They gotta fuck at least once. Rhea and Dom, they gotta be fucking. The Tennessee cop came up. I believe her name is Megan. Called her Tennessee Goo on the Royal Crumble with the forehead that will not quit. It was that story broke. It was funny. It's funny that it made the news, you know. A cop getting gangbanged by her coworkers. Is that really news? Why is I mean, they've done shitty news stories before, but this, oh man, this is Monica Lewinsky. Okay, yeah, there we go. If Monica Lewinsky blowing a president is breaking news, I guess a Tennessee cop getting gangbanged by all her coworkers, that's news as well. I guess it's entertaining. It gave us all content. It gave us all a good laugh. Very memeable. So thanks, Tennessee. Your cops are whores. Kane, what are you doing? No. This leads to the LOL line of the pod, what Zanka said. You imagine getting arrested by her though, and she has 46 guys come dripping out of her fucking snatch. She trying to tell you not to throw something out your window. That made me bust out laughing. That was fucking hilarious. Stay tuned for that post. My window's open so you can hear absolutely everything that's going on outside. They are massive LA Night, yeah, fans. Who isn't? It's funny hearing the guys wax about guys. The tripod were marking out over first, like the god of goats, Dexter with his axe, and Imperium, of course, Imperium, and then Stallion Pete, Butch. All these guys went through NXT first, so it's just funny to hear them like the guys that we've been just been on board with since day one ish. Caesar's Instagram question was also about the Tennessee Ho cop. He asked if Jake and Zanka swapped bodies with her, and the only way to get back to your original body was to get a Hall of Fame SRAP train on her. The order they decided was Bretsky first, Cynic next, Sticks, me fourth, Mr. Tryon fifth, Andy with an I sixth, and then Caesar seventh. And I think too much, and I listen to the pod over and over again. My thought to this is, how did this hoe ass cop get us all to go to Tennessee to begin with? For a piece of ass. I mean, do we know it's Jake and Zanka in this hoe's body, by the way? Can I hate fuck Jake for the whole ham for Thanksgiving controversy? Why can't we make this bitch airtight? I mean, it'd be more time efficient, 3 at a time, so it doesn't have to be like we don't have to be standing in line, and we could all just, get our airtight, be like, okay, that's 3 down. Next, only got 4 left. We can get another 3, and then Caesar can be, you know what I'm saying? I think too much. Tryon's question painted a scenario where Uncle Howdy was revealed to be Vinnie Mac. Fortunately, that did not happen at the Royal Rumble. No unmasking, but there was a skating rink blacklight match which saw Bray win, then Uncle Howdy jump off a balcony or forklift and miss LA Knight by 40 miles. Emotional. No. Um, yeah, that was I was thinking about this too. Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt's all character. We know, okay, he's not fantastic in the ring. He's not going to set the world on fire with his move set. He's a character. Bray Wyatt is a character. That's why The Fiend worked for me. I'm a horror movie fan. This guy was, acting like Jason out there, no selling stuff. I was fine with it. I liked the character. It was a horror movie thing. I liked it. I'm what I'm thinking is, would it be better if Bray Wyatt went off and started his own little federation, his own little promotion where he could have his own little universe? Because I don't know, this doesn't seem like it should be a high budget thing. Like Bray Wyatt should be a B movie horror promotion. I think he would be better off when he can get his own fans to be there. He could start his OnlyFans federation for horror movie people or who enjoy his character. He could have his own promotion with his own fucked up belts with his face on the belt or whatever. I think he would be better off because this is kind of like a Matt Hardy Broken Universe thing. It like not everybody is going to be a fan of it, but the people who are fans of it are going to mark out like crazy like for it. Um, I thought it was okay. The black light that was new. I just think not only was this just done for a Mountain Dew sponsorship, but you got to imagine in 2K24 that's going to be an option black light match. I mean, there is a black light option in the game now, but anyway, I think too much. Well, Jake won prediction, so he's going to be chopping Zanka, of course. Zanka loves it, but just to spare Zanka from the only person, we gotta spread out the punishment here. Zanka can't take all the chops, so all 4 or 5 of you who watch this, let's rally together. And at the end of our Instagram question, everybody put hashtag chop Jake. So Jake will get some fucking chops. He did on this episode, he did get chops thanks to the Steel Real Army. But all the random people, if there are any random people who ask Instagram questions that are watching this now, hashtag chop Jake. You got it? Okay. The guys did mention they want to do another group episode, but I mean, right, this episode right now is proof to where it's gonna have to be the planets aligning to work because everybody has different schedules, including me. And so we would all have to be on the same fucking schedule. I mean, if there was any chance of doing it, it would probably be me, Jake, Zanka, Caesar, Sticks, possibly JH. I mean, I don't know. That would be the group episode, and we could do it. We'll talk about it. It'll be entertaining. It'll be fun. But yeah, we gotta. It's just gonna take a lot of work, scheduling wise. Well, short but sweet after party hangover. My goal is to hit over 5 views. If we hit over 5 views, then this wasn't a waste of time. But to everybody who is watching this, Zanka just now dropped the question post for the next episode of the Steel Roll After Party, which we'll be recording tomorrow morning because I'm going to upload this as soon as possible because, I mean, what was it, only like 20 minutes? Anyway, yeah, go ahead and answer a question. Hashtag Chop Jake, of course. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, all hail our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Well, folks, as I was ending my Hangover solo episode, Jake was right about to jump in, but I ended it to save it. He is now joining us here to talk about the latest APPW offering, which was the Royal Crumble, which, like I said earlier, if there was a making of documentary camera crew following me, it would be probably as entertaining as the fucking Royal Crumble. But Jake, go ahead and elaborate on your thoughts. We had the women's Royal Crumble, the 8-man tag, a lot of surprises there. We had the APPW Championship match, and then the men's Royal Crumble. Four things. Now, did you fast forward through all of them? Or did you sit through all of them? What were your thoughts? Do you have ratings? What say you, brother?
Technically, I did fast forward through everything because I watched it at 2 times speed because I was at work.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to just be sitting there doing nothing at work the whole time. I mean, I do that pretty frequently anyway. Don't tell my boss, which is my father. I work for my father, damn it.
Hey, Dad, did you just
Hey,
hear that?
hey, 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 no, no, I'll know. He'll say something. I'll get fired. No, I won't get fired. I might get fired. I don't know. I feel like I'm more likely to get
Hey,
fired than anyone in that place.
Facebook Sean, I got another letter for
Oh,
you to send.
oh no. I'm glad he didn't send anthrax or something. I there would have been problems. I immediately took my work address off my Facebook after that.
Understood.
I don't need people sending me shit in the. It was a great gift. Don't get me wrong. It was a great gift. I loved it. Don't send me shit to my work, please. For
It
the
is
love of
now
God,
propping
because
up
I
your
have to
kitchen.
explain it.
It
Because
is
I
now
have to explain it.
it is now propping up your kitchen table in the room next door.
Oh, I
Uh-oh.
was wondering what was in my pocket. It's a trash bag. I
So,
was like, what the hell's in my pocket? Well, I'm gonna need it for all of these.
oh, he just got a bounty of treasures.
Yeah, I got
Wait,
20 Crown Zenith Pokemon ETBs, which are full of 10 packs each, so I have 200 packs to open
and
because
he's
I'm
wearing
a
two
virgin.
and he's wearing two pairs of glasses.
What are you talking about?
This guy's just making pussies wet across the world right now, listening to the Hangover.
Obviously. I mean, come on. It's just what I do. Clearly, I'm a slayer. Um, what were we talking about? Royal Crumble,
Royal
right?
Crumble, yeah.
So the women's, it's a women's match, but it's still a rumble, so I liked it. Um, I didn't like the winner. I don't mind the winner, but like I would have preferred it to be like an APPW person, kind of. I know technically half and half. It's like someone from another thing, but whatever. It's fine. Um, and she came out late too. I mean, that was a late entry into the Crumble. Should have been Alexa Bliss's spot from the Chimfluence, but no problem. For some reason she wasn't in there. It's fine. It's okay. It's all right. She should have had as much of a shot as anybody else, but it's fine. It's fine. I have no connection to the Chimfluence myself anyway. It's not my group, but it's Lord Jake's group, even though that is my name in this chat. I don't think anyone can see it but you, but whatever. Just a friend of mine. We look similar. That's really it. Bad night for the Chimfluence. It was a tough night for the Chimfluence. We lost Caesar
Hold on,
and
hold on. Let's stay on the women's rumble real quick because I got some
okay,
thoughts. I got some thoughts of my
sure.
own. Okay, so Godzilla Gwen.
My God, the shining star of that Rumble.
This was a character that came out of nowhere because I was talking to Cynic about his doings in the Crumble, the delete meet that was before the Royal Crumble was basically all about him fighting himself. And he just sent me a video out of the blue of his mother-in-law, and she was being funny about she wanted to beat up Linda's bush. She was threatening Linda's bush. It was funny. So he goes, "Oh yeah, we got to get her one-on-one against Linda's bush. We got to get," and I already had everything planned out. So I was like, you know what? We could always use women in the Royal Crumble. So I will put Godzilla Gwen in the women's Royal Crumble. My God, did this character steal the show?
I'm glad I got some backstory on that because I was going to ask where this character came from, and now I'm glad I know.
So it took 6 hours to create and perfect everything before the Crumble match itself. So I went on community creations and I typed in old lady. No disrespect. No
I
disrespect.
mean,
But I just
probably
typed in,
probably not a super young lady.
just out of curiosity, I put old lady. And up came a character called Fantastic Grandma. and I downloaded Fantastic Grandma. And then I took a closer look, and Fantastic Grandma's face looked like the Crypt Keeper. So I had to remove everything off her face and just make her look normal. And then out she comes, and the fact that she has a move where she wraps you up in a pretzel and kicks you in
Like
the
kicks you in the butthole.
asshole is the greatest thing I've ever seen in a
So you had nothing to do with that move set.
nothing,
That's
nothing.
incredible.
Not the attributes were 100. I didn't even know that. The attributes were at 100. This character stole this show.
Oh
We
yeah,
definitely be seeing more of Godzilla Gwen. And,
good. That was absolutely the standout of that whole match.
and
Um, uh, Go ahead.
for a while now, I've been eyeballing the cat costumes in the game. I'm like, and then when my cats jump up on the fucking thing, I was doing the math. I was like, okay, I gotta do this for the Crumble because we need women for the Crumble. It can't be WWE women in there. I don't like putting WWE women in there. I like
Yeah.
putting funny things because so it'll be
Mhm.
entertaining. So I made Deanie, my cat, who fucking jumped up there that one time, and I got the head correct, but the body's very generic. The body is very generic. I would have to take like detailed pictures of my entire cat's body to fucking make it look realistic. I was like, the head's fine. No one's gonna care. This
No,
character's gonna be in for 5 seconds. Goes in there. I thought it was funny. I showed my wife. She laughed. What did you think about the cat character?
there was one in the men's rumble too, right?
Yes, there was.
Yeah. I liked the cats. I liked the cats, and as soon as I was like, "Well, that's Mangria's cats." Obviously, I mean, there's 100 of them at the house, so I mean, might you have so many options to pick from, but only two made the cut. And Yeah, good on that because they are part of APPW lore now. I mean, they're part of it. It's just how it is. And once something's part of the lore, they got to be included in the big events.
Just like Linda's Bush was. Here comes my stupid cats.
Good
Uh,
lord, Linda's Bush.
as far as
APPW original Linda's Bush.
the winner, so last year's Royal Crumble was the second ever. It was on
Mhm.
2K20, believe it or not, but the PS5. PS5 didn't freeze. I was glad. I
Yeah,
needed
it looked like it ran pretty well.
once again, I needed characters to fill the ring that weren't all WWE. So I just we were watching Fairy Tale, and I was like, well, who's the best character on Fairy Tale? Urza. So I was like, all right, fine, let's see if someone made her. Someone made her. Okay, I'll just throw her in there. Number 25, it's Urza Scarlet. She comes out. I'm like, oh, okay, here comes Urza Scarlet. Urza Scarlet wins the Royal Crumble.
For the second year in a row, right? Didn't
Smash
she win
cut,
last year?
smash cut. I was talking about last
Oh,
year.
gotcha. Oh, okay,
Smash
all right.
cut, smash cut to this year again. Urza Scarlet, yeah, she's a part of the roster now. Let's do it. Number 25,
Yeah,
once again on a different game. This is
well,
2K22.
that's true.
Number 25, she wins it back to back Royal Crumbles. It legit blew my mind. I was like, what the? I can't believe this shit. Urza is not known for winning matches, but she's known for winning crumbles. This bitch is
Apparently,
going back to Decent Mania, so now I got to get another cameo from that bitch who actually voices Urza. I hope she didn't raise her price,
I
but
forget. I know who it is too.
she blew my mind. Won again. I was very entertained. There's one thing I can say I didn't like about it. It was an hour long. The women's crumble was an hour long. I
It
get
felt long.
it because of the intervals. I didn't edit the intervals because they give you a choice, 30 seconds, 60
Mhm.
seconds. I didn't know. That's why it took so long. That's why certain women were in there alone. Like Godzilla Gwen was in there alone.
Yeah,
But I loved it. I love doing this. The commentary. This was one of the funnest pay-per-views I've ever commentated on. It was
it,
awesome.
it it was good. It was definitely good, and it had way more surprises in it than the actual Rumbles did.
If I had to
So,
give it, well, you give it pizza slices, I'll give it
mhm.
pretzels. I would give the women's Royal Crumble match. I would give it 7 pretzels. I enjoyed it,
Is you guys out of 10 or you guys out of 10 though, right?
and we
Okay,
have a
yeah.
lot of extra shit too.
Right. Yeah, yeah. Um, I would say, that's tough because ours is a little different because it's only
Just
out of eight.
just
So
be
I'm
be honest. Be honest. It's okay. You're not gonna hurt my
no,
feelings
it was good, but I just
because I
the
know
winner.
you.
I mean, it was just the winner was the same as the last year. That it's good for storylines, but like for me, I'm like, nah, that's boring. I wanted something new. Um, five in the crust probably overall, which is basically the equivalent of a seven if you really think
Pretty
it's
much.
close.
Pretty much.
Um, if it had a different outcome as far as the winner goes, it might have been higher, but it was definitely very enjoyable. And I just love seeing all these random. I skip through all the matches anyway, like all the women's matches anyway, so I barely know who any of these are. It's all surprises to me.
Uh, Moving on to the 8-man tag, it was Chinfluence versus
Mm.
Chinfluence. It was white and black versus black and yellow. Who was the solution? Who did Lord Jake to get on this? Who are the four warriors that were going to represent the Chinfluence versus the two we know from black and yellow and the solution? Who are these people? Jake, what did you think of this? What did you think of the surprises? Which, by the way, when you came up with your idea that you pitched to me, I laughed. That was fucking hilarious. I loved it. It carries on. Well, you go ahead. You go ahead and talk about it.
So last minute, like it was probably like Thursday or something. You were probably just getting ready to start like filming. It was pretty late in the process. I was like, what is very Lord Jake to do right now? Not compete in the match, of course. So I pitched the idea to have, since Alexa in the Chimfluence is having a little bit of a partnership with Xandra, I had her lend them, whatever, the Chimfluence, not me, her services, and we resurrected Andre the Giant to portray Lord Jake. Yep.
One thing I didn't do was give Andre a goatee. It was Andre
Yeah.
as
I
Andre.
don't think you can.
He had all the Chinfluence garb, new sponsor on the back. I don't know if you
Yeah,
caught
the
that.
eggnog ice cream. Yeah, I like that.
Uh, but yeah, and then we had a new story is taking place. It is old Stephen Booker T
Yeah.
and his brother Stephen Gray, uh,
That was your idea.
which is
So we
they are
both
known,
contributed here.
which are they're known as what Caesar says Long Island Ice to counter Harlem Heat,
I like that.
teaming with the Chinfluence because they knew that Jake was going to be fighting Caesar and they wanted to get a piece of the action there. What I did is I went on Community Creations once again. I got Booker T, I got Stevie Ray, remove the face because they have the picture on their face. Remove that and just turn the skin color up. And I did the Chinfluence and the claw logo on them. I asked Caesar, what theme would you want? That's why they had that theme. I don't know if you heard it. It's fucking hilarious.
Yes.
And then Andy, of course. Andy was with you guys. Did
Andy, I mean, he's been consistently the best member, other than myself, of the Chimfluence. So obviously we needed him in there. I don't remember who took the pin off the top of my head, but I don't think it was me or Andy or Andre or Andy.
I
I don't
believe it
think.
was Stephen Booker T. I
Yeah,
think.
so they're out. I'm kicking them out already. Uh, bye bye. They are going to have a short tenure in the Chimfluence if that's how they're going to be performing, losing me matches.
And your first impression of the solution.
Ah, well, I didn't know who they were, and I still don't. I did ask, and I'm still unsure. Um, so I was like, who's this fucking guy? I don't even know how to describe the one dude. He looked like Matt Taven, kind of like from the eyes up, because you couldn't see anything else.
Yeah.
I liked the whole thing, like his whole thing was good, like his whole gimmick and whatever was good. And then he was next to a tub of mayonnaise that I've never seen before, with a fucking with like carrying Cross's old mask. That and overalls. I didn't know what to think of that. It made a little sense after the fact when you explained it to me, but I was very confused because to the uneducated, no one has any clue who those people are.
Yeah, it's a very inside baseball thing.
Yeah.
They've been my best friends for over 20 years. We grew up making each other on the wrestling games
Oh,
all
nice.
the time. They stopped. They didn't grow up. They just stopped with the wrestling game. They're playing other
Yeah.
games now, but I wanted to make them, but I didn't want to make their faces because if they ever do cut promos, it could just be their voice. I don't
Right.
need their faces. But yeah, Joe and Corey, those are my two best buds. One is a gigantic hunchback racist, and the other is a Mexican teacher. And
I'm gonna guess the hunchback racist was the one in overalls.
bingo.
Mm,
But
yep. Nailed it.
it was fucking hilarious making them because originally he was supposed to be a killer clown.
Oh,
Travis was supposed to be a killer clown. That's why their theme song was the Killer Clowns.
okay.
That's our favorite movie as a group of friends.
Killer Clowns, yeah.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space. And
I
then,
only saw that movie like last year, to be honest. And it's
well,
bad, but I liked it.
if you watch it when it came out and you were young, it'll fuck you up.
Oh, I
Uh,
believe that.
but I think in the last game, maybe 2K20, you could have a clown face. And
Mm.
I think, but I want in my head, it was like, okay, he'll be a killer clown. Because Joe Nemesis, he was always gonna look like that. I wanted the thing like this just to show his
Yeah,
eyes.
I liked the whole gimmick. I mean, it looked good. Like he looked legit. Like he could be like a wrestler
Yeah,
or something, like some kind of character. Whereas the other guy, I mean, he just not
he,
as much.
he's the forgotten Godwin.
Uh,
And
that tracks.
the way the match ended abruptly, I was like, what the hell? Like you can hear it in my voice. Like I pinned Stephen Booker T, I think, and I was like,
It
oh,
was quick.
really?
Yeah, it was quick.
Yeah, I was shocked because it's an 8-man tag. But if it was an elimination tag, the
It would
Crumble,
have gone on
the
so
pay
long.
per view in the whole as a whole would be 3.5 hours. So I was like,
Yeah.
nah, that ain't happening. But press any additional thoughts and your slice score for this 8-man tag?
It was too short, but that's not anyone's fault. I mean, like with the game, like the match length is not something I can really complain about because it's all I've done it. I mean, it's all you can't really. It could go 2 hours or it could go 5 minutes, or if that, including entrances.
Yep.
Uh, I would say it was probably other than the title match, it was the second weakest on the card. I'd say
Mhm.
so. I'll give it 5 slices. It was still good. It just wasn't the obviously not the result I wanted, and it was a little quick, but it was still good, and
I'll
the
give it
surprises were fun.
I'll give it 6 pretzels because is carrying the story. The story it
Right?
was great for the story progression.
Yeah.
I was more excited to hear your guys' reaction to this because the goal from this match was to piss people off because
Yeah.
Andre,
Yeah.
and then we had Stephen Booker T and Stephen Gray on your team. That I wanted to get a reaction from people, and
Yeah.
then the solution is just a complete wild card. Like
That's all you. Yeah. I mean,
it's
now
a
that people
shot in the
know,
dark. It's a shot in the dark. Nobody knows these people.
right?
They're going to be introduced into our universe now. They're going to be regular characters because Lord knows I need more fucking people in this instead of using WWE guys all the time. But
Right.
yeah, I gave it a 6 because it was fun creating everybody, and I was just looking forward to everyone's reaction.
Yeah. I mean, me too. I mean, anytime I come up with something ridiculous for Lord Jake to do, I'm excited to hear what people will think about it because obviously the goal of that character is to be the worst, just be fucking awful, and always try to like weasel his stupid way out of things. That's just how it is. That's how I wanted it to be. Um, and somehow I continue to find ways to do it. And this is a first, bringing back someone from the dead to be me.
And you got to be the front runner for heel of the year this time because
Should be, but who knows? Hate votes don't count. So
Up next was the APPW Championship match where we saw yet another debut. It was
yeah,
Stixie Drip Drip with the long awaited debut of the woman he talks to in every promo. It's Lexi. He brought her to the ring to take on the sheriff, which I don't know if you caught the sheriff's entrance music.
no, I don't remember it. I'm
Okay.
sure I did, but I don't
I,
remember.
all right, I'm not going to spoil it then. The
There,
sheriff's entrance music was a very big it was a something to not be missed.
I'll have
Uh,
to go back and check it out again.
but during this match, we saw Lexi get involved and assist the tribal chief of Drip
Mm.
Island once again, escapes with the championship in a very short matchup and a falls count anywhere matchup, Jake. Your thoughts on this and your rating?
I can't believe I'm gonna say it, but Zanka was robbed. Zanka was robbed. He did not deserve this kind of treatment, and it's unbelievable that we allow such things in APPW. Unbelievable. Um, wasn't great. I mean, I get it. Like, it makes sense. So storyline and character wise, it makes sense. Oh boy.
You see, Jake. No.
Oh boy, here we go. Um, it the thing is, it makes sense. So I can't knock it for that. But as a match, who? I mean, it wasn't there was almost not a match. Like if there wasn't much of a match. So I'd give the match itself two, but it makes sense for the character going forward.
In my book, the shorter the match, the better because of how long the crumbles were. But
That's
yeah,
fair.
this was specifically just to push
Yeah.
Styx as being the heel champion of the season, and it worked. He went through every member of the Hurt Business. Now he took everybody
Yeah.
out. He has beaten all of them. So yeah, I would give it a 5 because of the debut of Lexi and Zenka's entrance music. You gotta go back and watch.
I'll go back and check it out.
Moving on now to the main event. It is the men's Royal Crumble match. Jake, take it away, brother. What did you think?
That's what the WWE probably should have done. They should have moved the men's to the main event. Okay, maybe not the main event spot because the Bloodline shit was fucking great, but starting with it was interesting. It was an interesting choice. Um, it was good. I liked it. I just so many members of the Chimfluence. There were so many in there, and I was like, "This is the one. We got this. We're gonna win." We just never won. And then the twist, Omos eliminating me. That unbelievable turn of events. We've lost Omos in the Chimfluence. That is unfortunate. He's defected, and in the Chimfluence, we don't accept defectors. So he's gonna have to be dealt with, and it's gonna be interesting.
My favorite part of the entire men's crumble was the fact because me and JH have been planning this for a long time.
That was
Because
good. Yeah,
he goes, okay, when am I coming back? And I was saying, not just yet. Hang on, I'll let you know. Like a month passed by. When am I coming back? Okay, I've decided. You will be number 30 in the Royal Crumble to piss everybody off. And if you win, that'll just be the cherry on top, pissing everybody off. You main
that's
event.
what happened when I did it.
And the fact that the breaking news happened again. JH, he played his song, he talked all kinds of shit. And he did this. I didn't tell him to do this. He said, let's see, my biggest competition. Probably Ribby. Ribby will be my best competition. All right, everyone, you're gonna lose. I'll see you there. Smash cut to JH entering at number 30. And he goes after Ribby. He starts punching
Yeah.
Ribby. He knocks him against the ropes.
So
He
did he
runs.
know about that already?
Did he know what?
Did he know that he was going to be fighting Ribby? Like,
No,
or was that
nope.
just completely random?
That was all him. That's what made it so funny.
That's great.
He hit Ribby against the ropes. He's on the ropes. He goes to close on him. Ribby pulls the ropes down. JH goes flying out. He was in the fucking crumble for maybe a minute.
That's so funny.
Ribby was the one who eliminated him. You cannot fucking write this shit. This was Unbelievable. Thank you,
That's great.
2K22 gods, for that outcome.
Sometimes they get it right.
I popped so hard for that. But my second favorite moment, man, I hope Caesar watches it. Sting comes out. He comes out. He immediately starts hitting Caesar. He bypassed there was like 8 people in the ring. He goes, get out of my way. I'm gonna start punching Caesar in the face. He does. And you know, everyone's pissed. Okay, Sting's attacking the black guy. So
Of course.
time passes. Who comes out next? My other cat, my black cat.
The Black Cat.
It's Cliff Willie. He comes out, and the only first thing he does, Sting is on the fucking ropes. He goes and knocks Sting immediately. Oh my god.
He had to be a hero.
I popped so hard for that. The black cat eliminated Sting. That was
That's so
so
funny.
fucking entertaining. Tryon, okay, King Sam. Yeah, that's right. So King Sam was always gonna be on the poster. I messaged King Sam like 100 times.
Good luck.
He doesn't have his notifications on.
No.
So we kept getting closer and closer and closer. I was like, please send me a picture. Please send me a picture. Please send me a picture. Never did.
No.
So what I did, because I'm terrible with money, is I bought those apps for AI,
Oh God.
AI pictures,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I just got like 30 pictures of Sam created. And right after I paid for that, oh
He sent you one.
hey mate, I'm sorry, I don't have my notifications on. I was like, fuck.
Oh,
And
I love the man, but he is unreliable.
he goes, will this picture work? And he sends me a picture of him like at the zoo or something, like looking pissed off. And I'm like, you know what? I got this. It's fine. I have to prepare. I don't want to do everything at the last second, so I took care of it.
That's
And
funny.
so to make it, my thoughts evolved into Delete Me to have Andy and Sam fight, and loser is number one. I was like, this will be good because whatever happens, they're still going to be 1 and 2. Like if Andy would have lost and he was number one, I would have had Sam come out as number two. So they were always going to be number 1 and 2. But the fact
Mhm.
that King Sam was number one, he's on the cover of the thing. I was like, you remember when Roman Reigns said one versus all when he defended his title at that one where Roman was like, you know what? I'm going to make this the theme of the pay per view. And so that's what I did. King Sam. It was all about him in the beginning, the intro. He was number one. He lasted a respectable time. He was in there for a while. But then King Sam gets eliminated by Tryon.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be the guest this week. But
Yeah. Where is he?
if you listen to the beginning part of this, you'll find out.
Oh
Uh
boy.
it's fine. He got eliminated. It just sets up a story with King Sam now moving
Mhm.
forward. I was eliminated by Andy, which is respectable.
Makes
Uh,
sense.
we have a history. Caesar was eliminated by Savage Alpha Foxtrot, who never wins anything ever.
No. No.
Um, it was a great crumble. This was my favorite thing I've called this year, and it's only January.
Right.
I I give this one because it was so much fun and just the way things worked out. I'm giving this 9 solid pretzels. I fucking loved it.
Ooh.
I loved it.
It was
The
good. It
winner,
was
the
really good.
winner. I didn't even talk about the winner. We've been talking this whole time. Tank
Right.
Chris, out of nowhere, the king of skeet, number 29 comes out, wins the Royal Crumble, which opens
Hmm.
up a whole new folder of ideas in my brain for what's about to happen in season 4.
Yeah.
But Tank Chris wins. Jake, what did you think about the winner of the Royal Crumble?
It makes sense. I mean, when it happened, I was like, yeah. I mean, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Um, again, not my desired outcome. I would have liked to have won second time in a row, not in a row, but second time Royal Crumble winner. Um, however, if anyone deserves it, I'd say it's him. I mean, he's been put through a lot in this company. He's done a lot in this company. Um, so yeah, I was happy with it. It makes sense, but like you said, he's the king of skeet right now. So you got to kind of figure that out. But I mean, who cares? He can win both. Fucking who cares? Like whatever. Um, I would give it I would give it 7 slices, which it was very good. It was a lot of fun. L.A. Knight was in it. It
Yeah.
had to be. Yeah, exactly. That guy had to be in it. We love him. Um, there was a lot of great people in it. A lot of influence representation, even though we didn't make it. But Ribby was great. Ribby coming out. And now we got a little defector on our hands, even though that wasn't planned. But now it's planned.
How poetic that Tank Chris and Jake the Snake were the last two.
Yeah,
They faced each other last year, January, in the Royal Crumble main event. This year, they're the final two. I was like, God, please don't let Jake the Snake win. I was like, come on,
I thought he was gonna.
2K22 gods, please. He hit Tank Chris with two DDTs, picked him up, was gonna throw. I was like, no, please don't let this happen. Tank Chris, an APPW original, won the Royal Crumble. That's great. Great
Yeah,
news. He messaged me. He's all excited. He's happy about it. And now I get to plan things going forward. It was
good.
great. Thank you, Jake, for watching it. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
Now let's
I watch everything, or I try
now,
to watch everything.
now let's move on to something that you're interested in. Why are unboxing videos so popular?
I honestly I
This
have
could
no
have been my
clue.
Instagram question, but I'm asking you now.
That's true.
Why?
Yeah, but I mean that would have taken down. Zanka knows nothing if that would have taken down the podcast so quick. Uh, uh, I don't know. It's a thing. It's kind of it's mystery boxes. Like that's where I like to. If I'm watching, I don't really watch a ton myself. I'm more of a creator than a watcher. Um, but I'm actually after once I get off here, I'm going live to open all these packs. It's a sense of mystery. People like not knowing what's coming next. So like with the mystery boxes, it's a sense of mystery for me too because I don't know what I'm gonna pull either. I mean, just a couple weeks or like last month or so, I got this out of a $50 mystery box.
Oh, Predator.
It's a yeah, it's a Bloody Predator from 2013 San Diego Comic Con. Um, so I got this out of a $50 mystery box. This is a $660 pop. So
Good Lord.
like, so like it's like risk and reward. Um, Obviously I didn't expect that. It was $50. You were guaranteed three different pops. So that was all you were guaranteed. It was three pops for like, and you got like 55 guaranteed value back. Fine. That came out, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I did pretty good on these. Most of the time, I don't usually lose money, but most of the time I break even, maybe lose a little bit, gain a little bit. But that's the first time that I've ever like really done well. But I mean, people enjoy it, people watch it. So it's just like a mystery thing, and for us, like for me, like the people who make it, it's a gambling thing. We have problems.
Well, I gotta
And same
imagine.
with all these Pokemon cards.
I gotta imagine that the people that watch your unboxing videos are a little bit more excited because you then turn around and sell what you get. So
A lot
people,
of the time, yeah,
so it would make more sense for people to be excited about your unboxing videos because they're like,
because they can get
hey,
it.
if he turns around and sells it, then I can get that from him.
Mhm.
But other unboxing videos, like the ones that started it all, I don't think people are selling the shit that they open. I just don't. What I mean,
It really
okay, yay!
depends.
I got a snow globe. Wow, 10,000 views. It's like what the
Yeah, I don't understand. Like it's like with the toy channels and stuff like that, the kids watch and whatever. Like people talk about that all the time. I don't understand that kind of stuff. Like if it's just something you can go buy on like a shelf or whatever, and people are opening it up or whatever. I don't understand that kind of stuff. That's why I like doing what I do because it's a mystery for me. It's a mystery for everyone watching. Viewer retention is high because of that. Like they want to see everything that comes out of the box. Whereas if you already know what they're opening, unless it's like maybe like a collector's edition or something, like a game or whatever, I can understand those. I've watched those before. Like one that you haven't bought yourself and you're wondering maybe should I buy it, something like that. Other than that, I have no idea. I don't understand like toy unboxing videos and like stuff like that. I don't get it, but I'm also not the audience for that. So I don't know.
I guess it's the new generation. Every generation there's something ridiculous that happens, and this is the new ridiculousness. Speaking of ridiculousness, my wife just bought a Valentine's Mandalorian pop, at fucking Target.
The pink one, yeah.
Yeah, she sent me a video of it. I was like, oh, great.
They're awful. I hate them. Um, I'm kind of a, I wouldn't say I'm like a traditionalist. I buy a lot of shit too, but I don't like things that don't technically exist. You know what I mean? Like the Mandalorian has never been pink. So I'm like, yeah, that's kind of dumb.
Hey, the new season. Hold on.
Hey, maybe we
New
pink
season.
Mandalorian.
No.
Oh
The new
God, no.
season is coming out, so maybe no.
I, you never know. I doubt it. But they also made like R2D2 and Chewbacca. Like they made them all, and they're hideous. They're the worst. I hope she got it for super cheap.
I'm not even gonna ask.
Don't ask.
Uh,
No.
well, Jake, thank you for shining the light on that question. I had uh
I wish
previously.
I had a better answer because I don't know for like random shit. I only know in my world what people want to watch when I'm doing it, but
Well,
other than
hey,
that, I have
you know
no
what,
idea.
Jake? How about you do me a favor on your video you're about to shoot? Say,
Mm.
hey, Funko Fat Guy fans, why do you like watching these? And leave
You're
it
like,
in
why
the
are you
comments.
guys watching this? Why do you
Leave
want to
it in
see
the
this?
leave it in the comments. I want to know.
I will be live, so it'll be a live chat. So if you want to come in and ask that question, please be my guest. Maybe I'll do it too, but
I
it'll be a
will
live chat. So
I will be editing this and then going
mm,
to lunch, so probably not. But Jake,
that's
thank you so
fine.
much for your time. Hopefully, the first 20 minutes of this isn't excruciating. But like I said, depending on the views, I'll know if I should do it again or not. But of course, I talk a lot of shit about you, Jake. So you should.
Of
I talk
course,
about you. You got to check it out at least once,
that's true.
and don't
Also,
fast
I'm on
forward
it.
it.
I'm also on it, so I have to watch it.
That's true. That's true, man.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Jake, thank you for your time. Thank you for all five of you who are probably going to watch this. And until next time, remember, post your question. I'm going to post this today. New episode, Steel World After Party. This is one of the hosts right here. Tomorrow morning will be recorded. Your question will be answered. They'll read your tag, Instagram tag on, and you can say whatever you want because Zanka will say whatever's on the prompter.
It's
I'm
true.
Ron Burgundy? No. Okay. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, all hail Linda's a Bush.
Drink.